got very angry about midweek.
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah. It finishes then Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. This is what Thomas Frank, the Brentford coach, had to say after the game. We just played City and Arsenal, now Liverpool, in a short amount of time. For me, they're a level above the two teams. They're complete. Their work ethic, the way they track back are good indicators. They're so good all over the pitch, such a threat going forward. It's the best team in the Premier League and the world. They're huge favourites to win the title.
Is he a Liverpool fan at all?
Well,
Did Arsenal beat them?
I'm
not sure
for it.
I can't remember. But
Stevie?
Well, this was the opposite of what we've been talking about with Arsenal. Because Brentford on the break are dangerous. They've been causing anybody and everybody that they play against problems. And Liverpool defensively either cut things out, either got a challenge in at the right time, or affected whoever it may have been going forward in the shots that Brentford got off to make it easy for Alisson just to throw his hat on everything. And that's the difference. You could say they're fortunate they get 2 goals at the end of the day, but when you've got nearly 40 shots away from home against a team like Brentford, then you kind of make your own luck. And obviously it's great for Nunez to come on and get the 2 goals, but yeah, I mean, absolutely. The difference between Arsenal and Liverpool today is what happened defensively, big time.
Well, Arsenal, they beat them 3-1.
There you go.
But small details. There's not much between Liverpool and Arsenal at the moment. There's not, you know.
Do you not think so?
Well, they're both.
Thomas Frank obviously does think, you know, that one's head and shoulders above the other.
They're the 2 strongest teams in the league. I think Liverpool are a cut above right now. There's no doubt about it. It's not to say Arsenal can't cling in there, not if they keep giving goals away. But this was going to be a game where Liverpool just couldn't score, and then it just changed.
Then you went out of the shower and they scored.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it started spooling on my TV.
There you go.
Round and round. Right on the 90th minute, and I was like, this game's over. Come out the shower. Nunez has scored 2 goals. I mean, it's just incredible. And, you know, what can you say? A team that just keeps going and going and going. It was a tough day for them. Brentford are a good side, particularly. And, you know, I was talking to Stevie earlier about it. When they did get a couple of breaks, particularly in the first half, you think, oh, they're away. And Bimo or Visa. It was either Van Dijk or Konate, particularly Konate. When he's in the side, such an insurance policy of nobody running away from him one-on-one, in behind. He's so quick once he gets going and powerful and physical.
And that's the difference between having Quansah or Joe Gomez instead of Konate and Saliba not
I just want to interrupt, just with this up.
Yep.
We saw Arsenal make only 1 substitution, as opposed to Liverpool who make 5.
Yep.
Is there a difference in the depth from both of these teams, and is that going to be a big contributor as to why Liverpool are going to win the league as well?
If you can keep your depth fit,
my phone again here.
If you can keep everybody fit, then absolutely it makes a difference.
Right.
It means that when you're on top, and it's just not quite happening, probably because you may be running out a little bit of steam, then you can bring on a Nunez who's up and at him and gets everybody going. Whereas Arsenal today, they only had Raheem Sterling to bring on, who is struggling really. So yeah, that does make a difference.
Craig's got his glasses on. What are you looking at, Craig?
I've completely messed it up.
Oh, okay.
I was going to. Well, no, because the reason I'm saying that is like just a normal day at the office, folks. Don't worry about that. Live TV. I was still on the Brentford Arsenal game looking at lineups.
All right.
Because the reason you're talking about making changes, he couldn't make changes, Arteta, because I think at this moment in time, the injury problems he's got is slightly worse than Arne Slot. So it's not so much a squad issue. It's dependent at any given time who's available and who's not. And unfortunately for Arteta at the moment, there's not too many big hitters or game changers available to come off the bench. The game changers are playing, whether it's Martinelli or Trossard. Trossard's a game changer. He sometimes comes off the bench, he sometimes starts. Raheem Sterling is not a game changer. It's another one you could scratch your head at in the summer.
I think we have Frank Leboeuf.
Well, the show's ending now.
Yes, I know.
Frank, the show's over.
Welcome to Extra Time, Frank. You were right, Liverpool going to win the league.
Yes, and we didn't expect to see that coming because I was like Craig, you know, I was almost ready to take a shower and to leave the game, to watching the game before the end of it. But I mean, Liverpool shows character, stamina, and the fact they never give up. And hats off to Mr. Slot, because I mean the changes that he made the differences, and it's why they got the 3 points. They were strong defensively, even if they struggled. If Konate had to cover, Chieye most of the time absolutely never there defensively. But that was very interesting. Well, we have to give credit to Brentford. Brentford were very well organized around Vandenberg and Collins. They did very well, and in counter-attack they were dangerous. Everybody was working very, very hard. But Liverpool never gave up. They are strong defensively. They always think they're going to have the last chance, and they had. And they have maybe the luck of the champion. So they deserve that. Where you can see with Arsenal, they thought that they killed the game after 2-0, and they naturally relaxed subconsciously, and they've been punished. And yes, Saliba not playing for me is a big turning point as well.
What does this mean, if anything, for Nunez, Stevie?
Nothing, unfortunately.
Oh, really? I was expecting, wow, he's got a couple of goals under his belt.
This is not a conversation we've had before.
I was thinking about Newcastle. Remember Newcastle when they ended up scoring 2 fantastic goals?
St.
And
James
then we started with the patter of, oh, this could be the turning point. And this, no,
So, hold your horses, don't get excited.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, if Jota's fit next week, Jota's on before Darwin Nunez, but it's great to see him scoring a couple of goals.
You must be pretty confident, Stevie, now.
Yes, but
Craig, confidence in Liverpool or more confidence because Arsenal?
No, I have confidence in Liverpool, but you were talking about it last week when we were sat here. The area in which Liverpool have a weakness are the 2 fullbacks,
Right.
2 fullback ends. And today,
Tsimikas started today. And
today, Brentford absolutely were going after Tsimikas. And obviously we know the problems Trent has defending. So that is the only little bit of weakness that Liverpool have in those 2 positions defensively. But other than that, no. I mean, again, to go away from home to a place like Brentford and have so many shots it tells you what they're all about. They are full steam ahead, and they're going after it, and they're going to squeeze the life out of everybody.
I know they've had a couple of draws, Liverpool, but they've won that today. You mentioned Gakpo. Salah wasn't exactly at his best.
No.
Yeah,
so they've had the 2 of their main players, because Gakpo's been good, particularly since Slot's come in. A bit like Gravenberg, has changed his whole mentality in his game. But those 2 were relatively quiet in terms of being a threat today, but yet Liverpool have popped up, kept bashing away, and won the game. Arsenal's midfield changes now and again. Sometimes it's Marino, sometimes it's Partey, most of the time it's Rice and Odegaard. Liverpool, the guys have played a lot of games. Sometimes it's Jones, I suppose, that goes in there, but I think the strongest team would be Szoboszlai, Gravenberg, and McAllister. And there's a lot to like about that midfield. Yeah, there really is.
Frank, I've only asked you one question. I suppose Arsenal, do you want to say anything about that?
Excuse me, Arsenal, what? Can do anything about that?
Would you like to say anything about Arsenal?
No, just that. No, sorry, yeah. But I think I was very impressed for the first hour, as you mentioned, that they've been absolutely perfect, and except Partey's throwing, who could have cost a goal, they did everything perfectly. And because they thought they killed the game, they got sloppy, and that's very sad. I just want to say how Havertz can think that nobody's going to see the handball and celebrate. And I mean that's insane. I mean, it could have been that
Frank,
that way
a stupid question?
in our time.
Does he know that he hit it with his arm? Like, he's pointing to his chest. Or you know.
What do you think? He's got no nerves in his arms.
Just in the moment, you must be like, "Way!"
Punch him in the arm, see if he notices.
Yeah, that's true.
With pleasure.
Oh, Frank, what a wonderful contribution you've made today.